Hi guys. So as you guys know, there's always a story behind my babies. I am one of those people that I don't really too much just like randomly pick babies just because of like the kid name or anything like that. I kind of just pick babies that I really kind of connect with. If they're buy it now babies, if they're customs, it's usually their kid for some reason that I actually love, and his little hat don't stay on. It's just funny. It's mommy. But I'll tell you guys the story behind this baby. And I know a lot of people was shocked probably because I do have like babies that are like biracial or Yasmin was actually, I believe she was painted to be a Caucasian, but she has so much color in her that she actually looks more like she has almost like the same color. This is Carter, but I'm just showing you that he's a light baby and he could go for Caucasian, but he was painted and done to be an albino baby. So and I fell in love with him, but he has more red tones and all that, and so he really has a coloring to him of close to, my babies when they were born. My babies, like I said 1,000 times, my babies were really, really light when they were born. And then my oldest and my youngest were born with like hazel color eyes or something like that. And it was just like they were really, really light. And so I normally get I have, some babies that has, that light color to them, but they're not 100% Caucasian. But I really have been really loving the Caucasian babies that I've been seeing this, done, painted a certain way. So when I saw him, I fell in love with him. And the reason being, when my brother comes over, my little baby brother that's adopted come over, I noticed, like, when I asked him, like, I think even on video, I asked him one time, I said, who's your favorite? And he always go with the baby that he likes, Kason. And Kason is fairly light, too. So he tends to go with babies. I guess he likes them because he can identify with them. As when we were growing up, I know when I was growing up as a little girl, I wanted black baby dolls because I was black. I did have some Caucasian baby dolls or different looking color baby dolls, but for the most part, I collected the babies that looked like me. It just makes sense. I don't know. So I wanted to have at least one baby in here that was fully Caucasian, that there was no guessing of was he biracial or anything. And when I saw this baby, he the shape of his head actually is what gets me. My baby brother, when my mom first got him, I think he was like 1 year old, he had the biggest, funniest shaped little head, and he had to grow into his little head. And this baby head is shaped like his head, and he reminds me of him. And he's such a cutie. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I just fell in love with him. So I sent my mom a picture of him. I think it was the first picture that I showed of his face on Facebook. And she was like, who baby is that? She was like, is that your baby? And I was like, yep. So why do you like him? She was like, oh, he looks so kissable, blah, blah, blah. She already like done fell in love with him through pictures, so I can't wait till she meet him in person, because he reminds me of my baby brother like a lot. So my baby brother, I named him. I got the opportunity to name him because when my mom first got him, and then once she decided that she was going to adopt him, I named him Chase. And so I said I was going to name him Chase, but I call him CJ because he's such a little peanut. And so, but yeah, his name is technically, is legally, or not legally, but you know what I mean, it's going to be Chase. So, that was the story behind him. So, like I said, I just fell in love with his little face. I fell in love with him, period. He has such newborn features. And I hate that you don't get to see all of his details really on camera. And, I always thought that the darker babies, like that little girl over there, it's hard to catch the details on camera, but I didn't realize how much hard it is to even catch the ones that's really, really light. Because he has a lot of different undertones, and he just looks very, very realistic, like very, very real in person. It just looks like skin, and he's textured, and I don't know, everything about him just screams real, and I don't know why I'm getting into these open eye babies so much, but the fact that he has his eyes open, it doesn't look like he's just like in a crazy stare. He looks like you wait for him to blink. Like, in his eyes, he has some beautiful glass eyes, and just like a lot of babies, like depending on what he's wearing, it seems like his eyes kind of adjust to those colors. I don't know, it's weird, but he is gorgeous. I have to say so myself. I was really impressed. I was scared when I got him. I was like, oh God, what am I going to get? But I'm really excited about him. Really, 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 really pleased with him. So that is the story behind him. And so he is definitely a baby that I will truly, truly love. And he is perfect newborn size. And he's very floppy and weighted great, where I don't have to take him apart. He has such a nice quality body on too. It really feels really nice. So I'm definitely happy about that I didn't have to take him apart. And I'm so excited that his magnet actually works really good. So yeah, so he's just a new, very special baby. So I try to get babies that I'm really, really, right now, I used to just collect off of impulse, but now I try to get babies that I really, really like connect with through the screen, because I don't want to do a lot of buying and selling anymore. It's very scary now in the community doing buying and selling. So I don't want to have to keep switching them out. So I try to find one that I'm going to probably want to keep forever. That's how I'm kind of collecting at this point. And I selling my babies really opened up another perspective from artist view. It's got to be like one of the scariest things, because especially as for the artists themselves, when they've put so much work into the babies and stuff, and you're just scared that you might get scammed out of your baby and don't get paid. It's just that's a scary process. I really have a lot of respect for artists, because now I see why some of them won't sell to certain people and stuff like that. It's just because it's really scary. And then buying is really scary because you don't know what you're going to get. A lot of times, the pictures are souped up. People have fancy cameras and stuff like that. And then you see one thing on the screen, and then when you get it, it don't look like that. And I'm such a picky person. So, yeah. But if I get a baby and I don't like it, if it's not to my liking, as long as it's, good condition and everything and stuff like that, I'll sell it. But if it's a baby that that something's wrong with it, then I'm going to send it back to the seller. But if it's just a baby because of my personal preference I don't like, or I don't, bond with or whatever, then yeah, I'll let it go. But I'm happy because we have actually really, really bonded. He has not, he's not left my site since I've gotten him. So he's been getting all the time. I even moved my angel into a little seat in the room with me so that he could just be the only baby with me. So really, really, I just hold him sometimes. I do this all the time, what I'm doing now. I'll just hold him and just be like, oh, look at there. I just like be examining him, and I'll looking at his little ears and his nose and his little fingers and stuff. I get so excited. I like to see him with his onesies on too. I'll take, like, this is just for camera, but tonight when I get home, I'll take this off of him because I like to watch his, like, look at his limbs and stuff, because he has, like, some of the most beautiful sculpted limbs ever. He has the most detailed, realistic baby detail in him as far as, like, a newborn than any one of my babies in my nursery. The details in his sculpt. And you know how much I love Freya, but even I think even he even have, well, I'll say just as much as Freya, but I think he has more because it's hard to explain. He has, like, natural folds in his limbs, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, talk to you guys later. But say bye-bye, CJ, to mama baby. Yeah. See you guys later.